let's talk. I was talking to someone last night about this, and I felt like I should make a video about it because it's been heavy on my heart, and I feel like if I need it, someone else needs to hear it. And so here I am sharing it with you. Something that I have been struggling a lot with is insecurity lately, and just I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, okay, I have these reasons why in my head I could validate why I'm insecure. Because this person did this to me and made me feel that way, or this friend did this to me, or this happened 2 years ago, or this happened last week. Like, things happen to us that the enemy makes us think we have a reason to feel a certain way or think a certain way about ourselves. They might straight up say, you know, you're not what I want. You're not the friend I want. You're not the girlfriend or boyfriend that I want. You're not good for this position, this job. You're not fit for this. You aren't good enough. You know, whatever it is, we all have that thing in our life, that insecurity, that doubt, that doubt about ourselves or about our own capabilities. For me, I'm very insecure. I struggle with insecurity and confidence as just a woman. There's been things that have happened in my past that have spoke the message that I wasn't good enough. And so I could sit here and I can say, you know, this happened to me, which is why I feel this way. And you probably have a situation like that too. But I was thinking the other day, it kind of hit me in a way that it hasn't hit me before. Think of the thing that you're struggling with because of what someone said or did to you. What authority does that have over your life, over what God says? Like, why are we listening to an insecurity or a lie, or why are we listening to what someone said about us over what God says? You know, like, why am I listening to what some person 2 years ago said by the things that they did to me over what God says about me, and over how God said he created me and what God put inside of me? Like, why is what they did and what they said about me, why does that have more authority in my life than what God says about me? When did we start giving authority to people over what God says? God says he created me with a purpose. God says before I was even born, he had plans for my life. God said he set a path before me, a path that he knew I could walk and that he would help me walk. God said I was made fearfully and wonderfully. God created me in his image. Like, do you realize you're made in the image of God? A sunset is beautiful, but a sunset isn't even made in God's image. It's God's creation, but you're made in God's image. I think back to so many years in my life, these past 4 years, that I have sat and allowed what people did to me and what people said to me and the way that people made me feel. I let that determine how I felt about myself. You know, people that I cared about, obviously, I cared about them at one point in my life, like they were important to me, which is why I valued what they did to me. But I value that more than the one that created me, who sent his son to die for me. Like, I value what they say about me over what God says about me. When God sent his son to die for me because he loved me, why is what he says not the complete authoritative voice over my life? It doesn't matter what anyone has said to you, what anyone has done to you, how anyone has treated you, whatever message they gave to you by the things they did or said to you. That doesn't matter, and that does not have authority in your life, and that does not dictate who you are. That does not dictate your capability. That does not dictate what you're capable of doing. And we have to decide who we give the authority to speak over us to. because you can give it to this world and the people around you, or you can give the authority back to the one who created you and say, hey, I listen to what you say about me. I listen to the plans that you have for me. I listen to your guidance. I know who I am because of what you say I am, because you created me. I'm not what they say. They don't know. They don't know what God put inside of you. God created you. God knows the plans that are placed in front of you. God knows what he created, what he put inside of you. I don't even know what God put inside of me. Like, I don't even know what I'm capable of. You don't even know what you're capable of. And they sure don't either, but God does. And so God should have the full authority to speak over your life. And you know what you should turn to know who you are is this. This will tell you who you are. This will tell you how God created you. This will tell you what God says about you. And this has authority over your life. Not what anyone else says, not what anyone else has done to you. That doesn't matter. Because you're going to let some sinful human who is so imperfect, who is so sinful, like we all are, you're going to let a sinful human dictate the way that you view yourself over a holy God who created you and has flawless sight of who you are. And I say that for myself because for so long I've just been sitting in these moments of just like, yeah, this is why I feel this way. Like, this person made me feel this way. So I fill in the blank. Whatever that situation is, who are you giving the authority to speak over who you are? And I'm tired of it. Like, I'm tired of sitting in these insecurities or like trying to work through or heal from what people did to me, when it's like, why did I even give that authority in my life in the first place? Why did I even listen to that? Why did I even allow that to be a label over me? Psalm 139, starting at verse 13. It says, "For you formed my inward parts. You covered me in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and that my soul knows very well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in secret, and skillfully wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Your eyes saw my substance, being yet unformed. And in your book they all were written, the days fashioned for me, when as yet there were none of them. How precious are your thoughts to me, O God! How great is the sum of them! If I should count them, there would be more in number than sand. When I wake, I am still with you." That's the one who has authority to speak over you. That's the one who can say who you are. And you're his child, and you're his chosen, and you were fearfully and wonderfully made because he knew that the world needed you. And that's who can speak over you. And that's who you need to turn to remind yourself of who you are. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.